right. Once again, give all praises unto Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach Kodash.
Double honors to the elders, the apostles, are great ministers, are surely doing well. Salutation to all the Yakin that push this word out there in sincerity and in truth. Right, these are brothers from GMS Trinidad. Want to do another video, right? This is 2018, the year prophecies. Alright, as we can see, prophecies coming to pass. Where the Most High given Isaiah 13 and 4, right? Because we see China and Russia doing military drills together. Give me Habakkuk 2 and start at verse 1. Right? We see because the scriptures speak about Magog, right? About the Medes, right? All of these are symbolic names for these places that coming together for war. Alright? So we see that Donald Trump asked probably in America clapping. Because I saw a video with the joint military drills and looking powerful. Alright, so give me Habakkuk.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right, so the men of Great Millstone, we are the watchmen upon that tower, watching the news, we scoping everything, being circumspect about international news, national news, everything that going forth. Alright, go ahead.
Verse 2, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Yes, so the vision is plain upon the tables. Alright, America is spiritual Babylon. So what's going on right about now, the Most High, right, setting up these armies around the world that Babylon may fall. Give me the Isaiah 13, read verse 1 and then jump to 4.
This is Isaiah 13 verse 1, and it says, the burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Right, the burden of what?
Of Babylon which the son of Amos did see.
Right, which the son of Amos did see. Right? So jump to verse 4.
Verse 4 it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
Right, so the kingdoms and nations gathering together right now in the east. Alright, so when they're together in the over there in the east, right, you're hearing noise because they're testing the tankers, they're testing the warplanes, they're testing all these artillery for that day of war. Alright, go ahead.
Reading on, it says, Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Right, so the Most High is the one that mustered the host of the battle. That is why you see all these things going on. Right, that is why the book said in Habakkuk, don't tarry wait upon it. Right, because it must come to pass. Okay. Alright. Where they say jump into verse 3.
Yeah. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. Jump into verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
Right, so it's speaking now, so it's telling you that we in the end. Alright, we seeing these things coming to pass. Alright, this is Joel chapter 3 verse 9 and 10. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So all these nations going back into the warlike state. Alright, give me Ezekiel 38 chapter verse 1. Right? It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right? So these are nations, right? They, like China, they used to be in farming, planting rice and doing all these kind of farming work and so forth and so forth. But what's going on right about now? They're taking their metal and they're going by the smith and they're turning it into nuclear bombs. They're turning it into guns. They're turning it into weapons. To what? To fight against America. Because this is the purpose that the Most High purpose on Babylon. Right? And it's speaking now. So we in the end. That's right. 2018, the year of prophecy. Alright? It says, assemble yourselves and come, all the heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit down to judge all the heathen round about. So that is in World War III, the coming of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
That's right.
He comes to judge holy nations for the iniquity.
That's
right.
This is Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 1. It says, and the word of the Lord Yahweh come unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Right, so it says, set thy face against Magog, right, which that landmass right about now is Russia. If you do a biblical geographical check, right, on Gog Magog is Russia today, right. Tubal, Meshech and Tubal is basically Turkey, right. It goes on to talk about Persia, like Iran, and right about now those are the three main factors in Syria who having talks about the future of Syria, and they said they don't want America in there. So isn't that prophecies coming to pass? Right? Isn't it the Most High must turn up the host of the battle? Alright? Well,
verse 3. And say, thus said the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, so they're going back into that warlike state when there was the USSR, right, the Soviet Union. Alright, so the Most High putting them back into that warlike state, right? They're testing all these I should say beautiful bombs. Reason why we are calling beautiful bombs, we know that is we're going to end America, that wicked place. Alright? Testing all the military drills, going there with China, right? They basically linking with North Korea, Iran. This war going to be beautiful. Scary, but beautiful.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Yeah, right. All of them handling swords, which is what the nuclear arsenal. That's why Scripture said in Jeremiah 50, verse 25. You want to read it for me?
Okay.
Since you already did.
This is Jeremiah 50, verse 25. It says, Yahweh had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Right,
I'm pursuing back into Isaiah 54 verse 16, right, that's speaking about the nuclear bombs. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, reading on. It says, for this is the work of Yahweh, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans.
Right, Chaldeans with Babylon or America today. Right, go ahead.
For the same
yeah, the same Ezekiel. Right, and somebody go give me this seditions right, still have it.
Verse 5?
Yeah, it's verse 5.
Alright.
Persia. Right, to verse 7.
Alright. Persia,
right.
Ethiopia,
Persia, which is Iran, go ahead.
Ethiopia,
Africa,
and Libya,
go ahead. Parts of Africa, go ahead.
With them, all of them, with shield and helmet. Goma,
right, which is Turkey, go ahead.
Right, and all his bands and house of Tugama, for the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee.
Right.
Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right. How Russia is a guard unto basically all of the East. They have the strongest nuclear arsenals. Alright, and basically they are the ones that are defending these other nations in America coming with the westernized bullshit. Alright, so Russia is a guard unto them. Right, Gog Magog. Right? Go ahead with Jeremiah 51:28.
This is Jeremiah 51 verse 28. It says, prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands of his dominion.
Right, so right about now the king of the Medes is Vladimir Putin. Alright? Which Russia also have the name of the Medes. Going back, the scriptures say the Most High will liken his judgment unto a ring. Right? So these things have a spiritual meaning now. Alright, go ahead.
Reading on. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon.
Right, so this is against Babylon, because right now they say that causing concerns for America, the way how Russia and China moving. Go ahead.
To make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant.
Right, which goes back to Joel chapter 2 when it speaks about before them was the Garden of Eden, and after them it become like a wilderness. That is when the nuclear bombs hit. Right? Go ahead with the second verse.
Second Ezra chapter 15, start at 16. Or start from 15.
Yeah, go.
For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men.
Right, because why? America themselves have nuclear bombs. Alright, NATO and the EU they have nuclear bombs. Alright, so every one of them having swords. Alright, and there shall be sedition among men. You understand? Meaning quarrels and arguments and so forth and so forth. Right.
And invading one another, they shall not be regard their kings nor princes, and the causes of the action shall not stand, shall stand in their power.
Jump over to verse 20.
Verse 20. From number verse 20.
Yeah.
Behold, said power, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and the Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet as they.
Right, so the Most High calling all these nations together right about now to prepare war, right, from the east and the rising itself to Japan, Russia, North Korea, China, right, to come over here to the west to fight. You understand? So it's the Most High who doing this. The prophecies are being fulfilled right as we speak, right before your eyes. Alright? So, hey, this is what we're happening right about now. Right? Again, that we just want to wrap up quick. Anybody have anything there?
I have a little thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 51 verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the land, in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Come. Revelation 18 verse 1 and 2.
Revelation?
Yeah, 1 and 2. I'm going to conclude. Read over that part there, Baba Kasha.
Jeremiah 51 verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst thereof, them. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Right, that destroying wind, right? When the nuclear bombs hit, right, and that debris, right, just basically just fan away everything, right? And it also goes back to when the chariots come. You understand? Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which power give
18 and 1.
18 and 1.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
1 and 2.
Slakia. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the whole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and unfaithful bird.
And hateful bird, right?
Hateful bird.
So yeah, this America has fallen, right? America has fallen because guess what? It's already fallen. It's just fate to happen now. You understand? America done fallen spiritually. Right? And as I say, again, that hope was edifying towards the hope for the left. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash.
Lord, honors to the elders, the apostles of great millstone, that surely do well. Salutation to all Yakim that push this word in sincerity and truth. Right? The GMS Trinidad saying Shalom.
Shalom.
Bye-bye.